Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at this Blackbox DVR rear mirror for your car, which is a dash cam. So the screen of the dash cam comes up right there, and I have installed this on my car, and you install it together with the original mirror that comes in the car. So if we look here at the back, you will see that it has these elastic bands here that support the mirror. So you basically just place it in front of the other mirror. And let's have a look here at what it looks like from the outside as well, so you can have a quick idea. So from the outside, this is what it looks like. So you've got the camera there, and the mirror goes really just on top of the other one. This is a very simple to install. I've got a cable here that goes all the way there, so I'm actually using a cable from another camera that I've got because I didn't want to put a new cable. But having a look here at the camera, so if we just slide it down a bit, you will see here at the top, so you've got the power input there, you've got an AV in, a jack port right over there. If you have a rear facing camera as well, you can just connect it right there. You've got your SD card slot there, and this is it in terms of the top of this camera. And I'm just gonna slide it back up here to adjust and have a look here at the bottom. So at the bottom of the camera here, we've got a few buttons. Just trying to focus this because of the background, which is brighter than the camera has issues focusing. At the bottom, we've got the mode button, which is also the menu button. We've got an up button, a power button, a down button right over there. So it's trying to focus whatever we've got at the back there, and we've got an OK button. So these are the button controls for this camera. Nothing else here on the sides. We've got the camera here that has the lens, and currently I've got a plastic film there which I am going to remove so it doesn't interfere with the quality, and that's removed now. This is what the camera looks like. So I'm just going to adjust it here a bit. I've got another video. I've got the unboxing video in Portuguese. I will do another one in English and post it up for you. So I'm just going to show you now how this works. So as you turn on the ignition key for your car, the camera will turn on itself. And here we go. So this is the screen of the camera. I'm going to put down the volume here. Let's see if I will now manage to focus this. So this is the screen right here. As soon as you turn on the ignition, it will start recording. So I am just going to stop recording by pressing the OK button, and from here I can now go into the settings and change the configurations. To go into the settings, press on the menu button here just for a few seconds, and it goes into the menu. Now I've got this in Portuguese, but I will quickly change it to English so it's easier. So if I go here to idioma, press OK, and then go up here to English, press OK again. So the language setting is now in English, so we can have now a look at the different settings for this camera. So the first setting we've got is resolution. So it's set to full HD, and I want to keep it that way because I want high resolution full HD. It will consume a bit more space, but that is completely fine. It's got image quality here for pictures. It's set at 5 megapixels. We've got cyclic recording. It's creating a new file every 3 minutes. If you want to change it, just press OK, and then with the arrow up and down keys, you can change to whatever setting you want. So I've got this with 3 minutes, and I could change it to 2, but I prefer to keep it in 3, so that's completely fine. We've got white balance. I don't usually change that, but you can change it if you want to change the color balance. You've got EV balance here as well that you can change. Motion detection. Motion detection is important as if you have these cameras, they have a built-in battery in them. However, I do have a few people that have connected the power directly to the battery, and there's a fuse in between as well. This because they want the camera to be always powered, and if there is movement detected, the camera just records it automatically, you know, for those situations where people are, you know, scratching your car and stuff like that. So you can change this here and set it to on, and then we've got audio recording, which is set to on here. As you can see, it's got the tick there. And if we go down here to parking wake basically is you turn off your key for your ignition, you leave the camera turns off, and then it detects that it's there is no movement, and if there is movement, it just starts recording as well. So I've just set it to on. Date tag, basically it records the date and time on all of your recordings, in case you need to prove that, you know, an accident, for example, took place at a certain time and date. We've got G sensor. So G sensor, basically it's a gravity sensor. Let's say your camera is off for some reason, you're driving, you have an accident, or you brake very fast, the camera automatically starts recording. So beep sound, that's self-explanatory. You can delete or add the beep sound. Time setting, here you can set the time. So I've got the time here set now on the screen here for 27th of April. So that's set up, and let's not change that. And then we've got auto power off here. So auto power off, basically what this does is it allows me to set for how long I want the camera to run after I turn off the ignition. So here, for example, I can say that I want the camera to keep on running for 3 minutes. So it keeps recording for 3 minutes after I turn off my car. Got language setting, we already looked into that. We've got flicker, screensavers. Now screensavers is important. I've set this for 3 minutes. Basically what it means is that when I start driving, or as soon as I turn on the ignition, that timer starts, and then after 3 minutes it will switch off the screen. This because I don't want any distractions. I don't want the screen to be on whilst I'm driving. Then here, format, I can format the SD cards, and then we've got reset system. I can reset the camera, and here I can view the version as well. And this is it really in terms of the menu for this camera. If I press on the menu button again once, it comes out, and if I press once here, it allows me to access the images on the camera, so I can actually play my recordings on the camera and I can view them right here. To view a recording, for example, just press on the menu button and then press on OK, and here you can actually view the recording. You can hear my voice there, so it's now playing the recording that I've just done. Press on OK again, it will go out. If I press on the up and down button, I'm able to access other recordings. Let's go here, for example, onto this one. Press here on OK, and press OK again to play, and you can see that it's playing the recording. And this is how this camera works. So if you have any questions, please post them on the comment section below. I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. And if you have enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button, and please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
A 200 metros, vire à direita e a seguir, na rotunda, apanhe a segunda saída. 200 metros, vire à esquerda.